Strength, perfect technique and speed of thought are just some of the many skills needed to be an elite sailor. And the Australian team of Mat Belcher and Will Ryan have these qualities in abundance. The duo race in the Olympic 470 class, where they're the two-time reigning world champions. They won their first world title together in 2013 in La Rochelle, France. It was an extraordinary achievement, given the fact that they'd been sailing together for less than a year. Yet 32-year-old helmsman Belcher has plenty of experience in the class.
You've got to be able to handle pressure. Sailing is a competition over almost 1 week. There's a lot of variables. Sometimes the wind just shifts randomly. The wind, the waves, the currents, the starting the other boats, the influence of your competitors on the course as well. We're racing 50 boats at once. Someone runs into you, there's not much you can do.
Transworld Sport joined the team at the second ISAF Sailing World Cup event of the season in Miami, Florida. The week before the regatta, Mat and Will had won the North American Championships, cementing their place at the top of the world rankings. It's a position they aim to hold on to in the run-up to next year's Rio Olympics.
For all of us, every day you train, every minute, hour, week, months, years is all about the games. So it just gives you an opportunity to test things where you need to test, to benchmark yourself, so you know that throughout that cycle where you're at and what you need to work on, and hopefully it all comes together when you need to at the Olympics.
Ukrainian-born and now Australian national, Viktor Kovalenko has been coaching Olympic sailing for the last 30 years. He's helped guide Mat and Will's careers from the beginning. Viktor is a coach who is hugely respected, and fellow coaches and sailors alike have a special nickname for him.
They call me medal maker. Maybe because so many Olympic medals I had in my long coaching career. I had 6 Olympic gold, not me, my sailors, 6 Olympic gold and 3 Olympic bronze. And we were world champions 17 times and European champions 13 times.
Mat and Viktor have formed a very close working relationship over the past 15 years, and it's the togetherness of the team that has helped them become one of the dominant forces in Olympic class sailing.
I think his understanding of myself, his understanding of our team and what we need to do, driving the program as he does is instrumental, and the government support in Australia, the sporting culture that we have in Australia is fantastic. They follow everything what we do, and they're really behind us to make sure we can be the best that we can and achieve what we want to achieve. And I think that's quite instrumental, and obviously enjoying what we do.
He's a very special young man, and with the time he obtained special qualities, like he's calm, he's very balanced, he's very good to make decisions under pressure. He can be very good CEO of top companies like Coca-Cola or Oracle, but he could be also president or prime minister of Australia, because he's very good to make decisions under pressure. This is their quality number 1.
the turning mark. However, it's still just there because we're not moving very quickly. It's going to be a very long leg if we keep this speed up. I think it's light for the first few days, so this is us.
I've had the past 5 legs to sort of gain experience, and this leg is a good leg to show the progress we've made. We showed it on leg 4 that we can stay really close to the guys and be really competitive, and that's what I'm really looking forward to in this leg, just the competition.
Speed wise, we're pretty much there and thereabouts, so we've just got to sail smart and get it right.
So 55-60 is still our fast upwind mode, and we're going to try and match Azam and Alpha Medica.
The whole fleet is bunched together, so we've literally been sailing in sight of all the other boats, which is really good for us. Really good for us checking our boat speed, and knowing that sail changes are very costly, we've tried to keep them to a minimum, trying to match the other boats so we all stay together. We're basically heading east and we're slightly being lifted now, so we're kind of bending up following the coastline. We're off the continental shelf, so we're out where there should be some more pressure, and that's due to increase tonight. So we've had pretty flat water, pretty dry decks, but that might change as the wind builds now to about 20 knots overnight.
Super sensation, en tous les cas ça change énormément du solo, il faut être très réactif, il faut être très fin, c'est des régates au contact en permanence, il faut se relancer. Entre chaque manche, il faut réussir à mentalement revenir dans le match. Enfin, c'est un vrai exercice qui n'a rien à voir avec ce que j'ai l'habitude de faire, et c'est ça que je voulais.
C'est une épreuve de rentrée, ça permet de mesurer un peu le travail accompli et puis de voir où on en est par rapport à la concurrence. Donc ça va permettre de réorienter le travail pour la suite en vue de la préparation du tour.
Hi, I'm Don McIntyre. If you're a sailor, you may know about the 1968 Sunday Times Golden Globe race. 9 men started and just 1 finished. That was Robin Knox Johnston in his traditional 32-foot yacht Hyeres. It was an extraordinary feat that's right up there with Neil Armstrong's first steps on the moon that same year. Robin became the first to sail solo non-stop around the world at a time when computers and satellite tracking didn't exist. Breaking one of the world's last great challenges, he pushed the boundaries of solo sailing to the absolute limit. That challenge broke fellow Englishman Donald Crowhurst mentally. It moved Frenchman Bernard Matessier to continue sailing around the Southern Ocean for a second time to save my soul, as he put it. Every other competitor withdrew from the race with either their boats or their spirits completely wrecked. It was an iconic event that continues to inspire sailors the world over, including me. Back in 1991, I crossed the finish line of the BOC Challenge Around Alone Yacht Race, second in class. Now that 9-month solo circumnavigation certainly changed my life at a time when high-frequency radio was still my only link with the outside world, and where the adventure of it was no less important than winning. But that's all changed. Over the years we've watched technology and money consume the sport. For for the elite yachtsmen and women who now go out and win at all costs with multi-million-dollar campaigns backed by 24-hour shoreside support. It's a completely different world. Satellites feed their online presence into our lives 24 hours a day, and we're able to share everything blow by blow. Now that's pretty exciting, and as a spectator I love it, but the golden age of one man truly alone against the elements is lost. Today, if you're an ordinary sailor with a simple dream to face that ultimate challenge, or maybe an extraordinary sailor with a big dream but no money, there's no race for you. The personal adventure's been swamped by satellites and technology feeding a financial mountain that most can't climb. Well, that's all about to change. 2018 marks the 50th anniversary of the Golden Globe race, and with it, a new race to capture the imagination of those who dare to enter. These sailors will not have the support of satellites, nor shore crews, and they won't certainly win with technology or money. This 2018 Golden Globe race, it's all about one sailor, one simple little boat, with one driving ambition to race 30,000 miles non-stop around the world, truly alone and finish. Only then could they also win. They'll use no electronics, no computers, no autopilots or satellite technology, no high-tech at all. This is a retro back to the 60s race. Not even digital video or music. They have to use film and cassette tapes. Anyway, competitors they'll race traditional long-keeled 32 to 36-foot production yachts designed before 1988. It'll take around 300 days. They'll only use the same type of equipment that was available to Sir Robert Knox-Johnston back in the golden age of solo sailing.
Well, you know, I'm a great believer in the freedom of the individual. And when I first heard about these plans, I thought, you know, that's a great idea. I think we've got to recognise modern safety developments. But apart from that, I just think it's a great idea. Why not do it? Open it up to people who perhaps have that ambition, have a desire to do something a bit special with their lives, and say, you can do it, we're setting up this event, you can enter this in a perfectly ordinary but seaworthy boat. I think that's wonderful. I mean, why dream of it and never do it? What's happening here is an opportunity has been created for people to achieve that dream. And I hope people will do it.
So, is this the real race or not? This is a totally different solo race around the world. Is it you? Well, it starts in Falmouth, UK on the 14th of June, 2018. 50 years to the day after Robin set out to change the world. Will you be there? I will. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Check out goldengloberace.com for details.
Morning of day 3 here in Hyeres, and the 470s just got sent out. And the lasers back here are just getting ready to be launched. Forecast for today is for a light sea breeze. It's already coming in from the southeast. So it looks like we're going to actually have some pretty good racing today in some moderate conditions. A little different than yesterday, different direction, but I've got to say that it's just another spectacular day here in Hyeres.
Yeah, it's down to 6.5.
Like a pretty good angle coming off on starboard. Nice and early, perfect. All clear. Ollie popped one. Today was on the lower limit to get off 2 races, with the wind fading out to nothing as the fleet finished the 2nd race. The new World Cup format is providing the highest level of racing yet. The quality of the fleet is extremely high, and the race results reflect that. As an example, the winner of race 2 today was almost last for most of the first race. Jake and Ollie each won a start today, so they can feel good about that even though they are not likely to make the medal race. At this point, we have to look for small victories tomorrow like we saw today out on the water. That's the day 3 report after another long and beautiful day from Hyeres.